Let's have a look at conjunctions now. Conjunctions are again simple words, and they do only one job, and in three areas that you'll see. They join sentences, they join clauses, and of course they join two words together. Coffee or tea are the most common. Would you like a cup of coffee, or would you like a cup of tea? So, would you like coffee or tea? We can join sentences together. Michael is coming to the party. Mary is coming to the party. So, Michael and Mary is coming to the party, are coming to the party. So, as you can see, the most common conjunctions that are used, especially in speech, are, of course, and, or, but, and for. Now, we have to be very careful with the word but. Why do I say be careful with the word but? Because it's used to negate. Now, the word negate means to get rid of. It becomes, what is said before the word but becomes useless or a waste of time being said. She is a good woman, but she's a lousy housekeeper. So the she is a good woman suddenly becomes something that is not heard and not remembered, but everything after but is remembered, and that's not a good thing. So use but very sparingly, especially in speech, and it's just not nice to use the word but in speech a lot. Now, the word and is a very strange word. Why? Because in punctuation, it's a comma. So I would say, let me see, I would write a list, bread, comma, milk, comma, water, comma, jam, comma, meat, comma, vegetables, and fruit. But in speech, I wouldn't say that, would I? I would say bread, milk, sugar, vegetables, and some fruit. Did you see that? That's how they're used. That's how the comma is used. It's also and. And does that for you as well. The biggest complaint I have, especially with people writing a thesis or doing their research papers at university, and believe me, I've read through a few and crossed out quite a few paragraphs. Why? Because of the word and. It's a small word, A-N-D, and, but it's so overused. Please think about what you're writing. Think to yourself, ask yourself this before you put in and. Do the two sentences have any commonality? Are they common to each other? Is there any direct link? This is very, very important. Are they directly linked to each other? And if they are, then use and. But if they are not, then use a full stop. Stop the sentence and start again with a new sentence. What is the most common thing said here when we start a new sentence? First letter is a capital letter. Make sure that we put a space between the full stop, or period, as the British would like to say. As the Americans would say, period. And in British English, of course, it's a full stop. This is very, very important. When we speak, we don't say, and now I'm talking to you, full stop. Now I'm talking to you again, full stop. And now I'm saying something else, full stop. No, we don't do that. What we do is we put in what is known as a double pause. What's a double pause? What's a single pause? Well, these are the things in our voice that get turned into punctuation. Okay? A double pause is like that. It is more than adequate stop between two sentences. If I pause between something very, very quickly, like what I just did then, very, very quickly, like what I did just then, it would be just a comma. It would be just another conjunction. Now that's what a comma is. It is a written conjunction in the form of punctuation, and that's how it's used. The same with the colon and the full colon, things like that. We will have a look at all the punctuation later on when we do our writing exercises, and we will be doing those very, very soon. But for conjunctions, the most common ones, as I said before, and, or, but, and for. Be careful with the word but, don't overuse it. The word and, be careful how you use it when you speak. Michael and John and Bruce and Graham and Terry, and unless you're putting a specific importance on each name, leave the ands out. Mary, John, Paul, Graham, and the last person, and Dr. Aryan. That's all you need the and for when you're speaking. All right. Or is to give alternatives. So and puts two things together, or gives you alternatives. But negates, and for shows a relationship. And I'll show you in each one. And, so you and I. So it's putting us together. You see that? It's putting you, the listener, and I, the speaker. It's putting us together in the one sentence, in the spoken sentence, so that we have a relationship. Isn't that good? All right. But if I said to you, it is either or. So again, be careful here. They're both conjunctions, and they're often used together. It is either Professor Mark or Dr. Aryan that will be conducting your English exercises. So it's giving you a choice, or gives you choice, and that's what it's meant to do. So do you prefer coffee or tea? Do you prefer mathematics or physics? Do you prefer English grammar or English literature? It depends on how you use the word or here. So you can have it either or, which is a definite choice between two things of importance, or which is a choice between two things that are common, like coffee and tea. They're both drinks. So use or. You don't say, would you prefer either coffee or tea? No. You just say coffee or tea. Which would you like, coffee or tea? This is how it is spoken. With but, if I use the word but, I usually use a negative term first and put a positive term after the word but. Okay? So examples here would be, it's a long way. It's a long way to walk to the station, but it's good exercise. You see, that gives the whole sentence an uplift. The movie is in Arabic, but it helps me to improve my language skills. She doesn't like me, but we could become good friends. So there's the word but. I prefer, you can swap them around if you like. I mean, you can put a good thing first, or with a bad thing afterwards, as I said before. She is, sorry, let's not contract just yet. She is a beautiful woman, but a lousy mother or a bad mother. All right, so the beautiful woman bit gets negated, gets taken away. So everything before the word but is lost to the mind, and everything after the but is remembered. So that's why I prefer to use a negative expression before the but and a positive expression after the but. You can also you can help to determine the personality of the person speaking by seeing which way they use the word but as well. So please remember, as I said before, the human mind can hold 8 conversations up here whilst it's listening to another or listening to other people. And with that in mind, you can be thinking, I wonder what sort of person this is. And then the person says, da-da-da, but da-da-da. So whether they put a positive expression before the but and a negative expression after the but would tell you what type of personality they are. Please, you'll have to do a bit of extra study on this, but these are some of the other keys for other parts of the program, and we'll discuss those later on as well. Okay, so that was